Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kentucky Small Business Development Center's weekly webinar. We're awfully glad you're here today. As we allow attendees a few minutes to join our event, I'd like to share some info about the Kentucky Small Business Development Center. As the only statewide, nationally accredited program that provides entrepreneurial and business development services, the Kentucky SBDC plays a vital role in the Commonwealth's economic development by assisting entrepreneurs at every stage of the business life cycle. For almost 40 years, the Kentucky SBDC has assisted emerging and growing businesses by providing professional expertise, tools, and information necessary to make sound business decisions in a complex and ever-changing marketplace. We do this at no cost to our clients, thanks to the U.S. Small Business Administration, who co-sponsors our program, which is then administered by the University of Kentucky, who partners with regional universities, colleges, and local economic development agencies. We're also part of a national network, America's SBDC, with over 1,000 centers across the nation. To learn more about us, please visit kybizhelp.com. There you'll find additional resources to help start, fund, and grow your business. If you'd like to request personal assistance, email us at info@kybizhelp.com or call 1-888-475-7232. Also, a recording of today's webinar will be emailed to you this afternoon, so you can watch it as many times as you like. Also, if you look to the right of the screen, you'll find the chat feature. If you have any questions for our presenter, you can post them here and we'll answer them at the end of the presentation. If you would, please try it out by saying hello and telling us where you're from. I'm Dave Etkin. I'm the Center Director here in Louisville at the Louisville Small Business Development Center, which is one of 15 centers around Kentucky. And with me today is Tony Sears, our Assistant Center Director. Hello, Tony.
Hi, Dave. I wanted to say hello to Predup Gupta. They beat everyone in the chat and said hello.
Maybe they'll get a nice prize today. Who knows?
Okay.
We had our presenter today, Emily Ryan, who is CEO and co-founder of Westfield Creative out of Chicago, on a couple of weeks ago, and we've got so many requests and responses from her that we thought we'd have her back in again to talk more about email marketing and how important it is and how to kind of automate that today. So Emily, I'd like just to jump right in because I'm very interested in this as well, and let's just pop right in and learn about this email automation today.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for that intro, and I'm so excited to be here today with you guys. This is going to be fun. I'm actually going to walk you through some really, really great things you can do with your Mailchimp account or with your email, whatever platform you use. So some really important things for small businesses. My company, I'll actually share my slides with you guys. Well, there they are. Thank you, Ryan, who is back there behind the scenes. I'm going to tell you who I am. So today we're going to talk about email marketing for your business and how important it is. And I'm going to walk you through one thing that you must have. So I'm Emily, and I love to talk about email. I run a small digital marketing agency, Westfield Creative, and we've been working with clients, many small businesses, medium-sized businesses, for the last 5 years. Wide range of businesses, we have a pipeline company to a book author to you name it, to the coffee shop down the street. Everybody needs email, so it's a really cool business to be in. I am based in the suburbs of Chicago, but I lived in New York City many years, and I'm originally from North Carolina, and I actually went to school in Cincinnati, so not too far from you guys. So anyway, I'm also a Mailchimp partner, which means I'm part of their partner program. It's a wonderful program, and I'm also Mailchimp certified. I've done 2 certification courses that only partners can do, email marketing and a Mailchimp Foundation certification. And Freddie is the little Mailchimp, that's his name, so I love Freddie. All right, so I'm going to talk today first about a welcome email. And I do have a poll over here on the right side. You should see, does your business have a welcome email set up? A welcome email is so important, and I just want to tell you what it is, first of all, in case you don't know. So when someone signs up for your email list, for your newsletter, wherever they sign up, it is an opportunity for you to make a great first impression. Send them a welcome email to introduce your business, say thank you for subscribing, or offer a special promotion. In Mailchimp, you can use an automation so that this just sends automatically whenever someone signs up for your list. And they will receive your welcome email. And I think it's really important to give you guys some stats on welcome emails because they are so incredibly effective. They generate 5 times more click-throughs than just a standard email campaign. So these automated welcomes, people open them and they click. 74% of consumers expect a welcome email when they sign up. So when you sign up, you want to get something. You want something to come in your inbox. So make sure you deliver. And then open rates for welcome emails are up to 86% higher than standard emails. I'm just going to make sure everyone's good in the chat here. Looks like you guys are doing good there. So feel free to put questions in the chat, and we will try to get to some of those as we go through. Okay, and then 3 things quickly for today. So what is an automated welcome email? I just kind of explained that and why you must have one. We're going to talk about how to get this going. It's a very easy process. But what I like to do is set up a landing page to collect subscribers, and then we're going to set up a welcome email automation that is triggered when someone signs up on that landing page. So it's a little bit of a setup, but once you have it done, it runs forever. And they're a must. So I cannot stress enough the importance of a great and very simple welcome email. It does not have to be complicated. It takes very little time to set up, and it's automated forever. Even though it's automated, I do recommend going back in to your welcome email and checking it from time, every couple months to make sure it's still relevant. And then later on, a couple weeks from now, we may do another one of these sessions where I talk about doing a welcome email series of emails, which is 3 to 4 emails or 5 to 6, whatever you like, staggered out over a period of a couple weeks or 2 weeks or whatever. A series of welcome emails is an awesome way to get people really engaged with your business. These are just 2 welcome emails that I really, really like. One is actually a hair care company, but when I got her email, I loved it. It's literally, thank you for signing up, her picture, and thanks for choosing this. It's a very simple email, but I thought it just really worked well. And then the Peach Truck, which is based in Nashville, they're one of my favorite companies that use Mailchimp. They send this email right when you sign up, and it tells their story. And I actually read, it's kind of a long email, but I read the whole email, and they say it started in a parking lot, and it gives a picture of the founders, and it really puts a face to their brand. And I thought this was such a nice welcome to their company. And then you can see welcome emails really work if you sell anything online. A lot of companies, what they do is they'll trigger an email that gives you an extra discount. So thanks for subscribing. Here's 10% off to go back and check out from our store. So you can see here this welcome email. This was a pop-up where people subscribed on their website, and then we triggered a welcome email, and it has raised $37,000+ from just a welcome email. So I'm telling you guys, they are powerful things. Before I dive in to show you exactly how to do it, I just want to give you a few quick welcome email tips. I always recommend having it sent immediately after they sign up. You will see in Mailchimp, they give lots of options for timing. You can have it sent 1 hour later. You can have it sent the next day or 5 hours later, but a welcome email, I believe, should be sent immediately when someone signs up, so they really get that welcome right away. It should have a great subject line, something interesting, not just welcome. Sometimes we do, we're so glad you're here, or here's what you can expect from us. Just something interesting. Maybe put an emoji in the subject line as well. That usually will stand out in people's inbox. Thank them for signing up and for following along. This welcome email is really a thank you. Thank you for joining my list, for taking the time to put your name and email into a box, and thanks for coming along on the ride with us and seeing what we're up to. And then this one is really important. Explain to them what they can expect from your emails and how often they can expect to hear from you. So people want to know how often you're going to be reaching out. So you can even say something like, listen, we're not going to be emailing you very often, but you can expect an email from us maybe once a month or once a week, whatever it is. But I really like to tell people, what they can expect by joining your list, and what kind of content they can expect. You can expect to get discounts occasionally, or interesting content, or just the occasional funny story. I love letting people know very clearly what they're going to get. You should also explain what you do. The welcome email is a great chance to say, thank you, and here's a little bit about us. Our company was founded in whatever, and this is exactly what we do. And since this is an automated email, it's a great way to just let people know about your business. I also love to kind of end a welcome email with asking a question, or to even ask people to reply back and tell you something. So I see a lot of emails where people will say, reply to this email and tell me what you're up to, or I'd love to hear from you, and tell me one funny fact about yourself. It's a great way to get people to just send you an email and start engaging with your business. And then lastly, I would love for you to try to just keep your welcome email very simple. These emails do not have to be complicated. They don't have to have 5, 6, 7 sections of content. It is literally a welcome to our business. Here's who we are. Thanks for subscribing. So keep it simple. All right, so that's kind of my quick rundown. I'm going to start sharing my screen, and I want to walk you through how you can do this in no time. So I'm going to turn my screen share on. Give me one sec. Okay, and hopefully you all can see, this is my Mailchimp account. And for today, you can see Mailchimp actually, if you all use this, they recently made some pretty big changes. And so now we have this like left sidebar over here. Everything has moved around. So you can follow along with me if you're not used to seeing this. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click Create. This Create button is like the heart of Mailchimp. It's, you can do so many things. You can create a survey, you can create a Facebook ad, you can even do social posts right in Mailchimp. But for today, we're going to do an email. This is still an email, but it's just an automated one. So we're going to click email, and then you have several options. So we're not doing a regular email, we're doing an automated email. And then there are tons of automated emails available to you in Mailchimp that are incredible. A happy birthday email that pulls in that data and triggers automatically in someone's birthday month. I encourage you to look through these different automations. There's so many good ones. You can email subscribers when they're tagged, so you can give people a specific category. So if you set up a tag that says this person, loves the color red. So you can set up an email that will be triggered when someone is tagged with that tag, which is really cool. But we're going to do the welcome new subscribers, and you can just give your welcome email name, and you're going to pick the audience that is associated with this. So I'm just picking one of mine for now. And you'll see here we have 3 options here as well. We have a series, onboarding series, and then we have a single welcome email. So the series is what I mentioned if you want to do, a longer automated series over a couple weeks. But we're going to do this for now and begin. And it's really this easy. So what I'm going to do, it's going to load here. And here is just the quick setup. We have your from name, we have your email. I talk a lot about from name, and it's really important if you own a business. So a lot of people obviously we'll put your business name, but I love for small businesses that they come from a person. So I think it's always helpful to test that and see if your open rates are higher. But saying, Emily from Westfield Creative might stand out a little bit more in people's inboxes than just Westfield Creative. It just personalizes it a little bit more. And then up here, you're going to see the timing. This is really important. So new subscribe contacts immediately after they join my list. So again, like I said, we can put any kind of delay, but I always like to do immediately and click save. And then obviously your subject line. Mailchimp has this great feature over here, which gives you lots of great tips on subject lines. Like they should be fewer than 9 words. I see a lot of long subject lines, and I love when people keep it short and simple. So the shorter, the better. And then they say emojis are great, but don't use them all the time. Don't use tons of them. And then, just some other tips here. So I like to do, we're so glad you're here. And then we could throw in, just a fun emoji. And you can really be creative with emojis. They seem like they might be a little bit cheesy, but they actually have some that are, let's see here. You could put a calendar. If you're doing a reminder email, you could do a calendar. There are some really great options. If it's fall, you could obviously use fall leaves and stuff like that. And then you have your preview text, which is kind of your second subject line. So this is another chance for you to tell what your email is going to be about. So I'm just going to do, here's what you can expect from us. Okay. And then now to designing the actual email. I'm not going to go super deep into designing the welcome email, but what I recommend is keeping it really simple. So it pulled in this image that I use as kind of a logo sometimes. But you'll see here, Mailchimp gives you a very, very basic template. And there is so much you can do with this template. So one thing I love to do is just drag in maybe a header image at the top. So let's see here. I'm going to just pull this to the top. That's a little image. And I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I normally do when I design an email. I'm going to click Style up here, and I'm just going to click Page and change the background color. So you can make it, whatever color you want. I sometimes like an all-white, just an all-white email to not distract from everything else. And then here, so you'll see this weird coding here. This is, these are called merge tags. So if you are collecting people's first name, it will populate their name. So I'll show you what it's going to look like when we send it. So it'll say here, hi, Adrian. So it's really personalizing the email. My code is a little bit strange. It has a period, so I just want to take out that period. If you need this merge tag code, I'm happy to send it to you. What this does is it says, if there is no first name for that person, we're going to just say hello. So I think that's what the code is right now, unless it's not working correctly. I may have to fix the code. I don't know what it's pulling in, but there's some interesting things you can do with personalization here. Okay, so then we're going to just say, and instead of hi, I might just say welcome Emily, whatever it is, and then everything here can be customized. So obviously the fonts, the colors, whatever you need to do can be totally customized. We're so glad you're here. We'll keep you in the loop with our latest news and special offers. And then what I normally would do is drag in a section, maybe like an About Us section. So I'm going to use this image and text option here and drag it in. And I'm actually going to change it a little bit to go to settings, and I'm going to change it so that we have kind of this little content section here. And I'm going to make this a little About Us section, more about us. So you can see here, I'm just going to add like an additional section. You can add, you can add some fun color to it. And then you can maybe write like a short bio about your business in this section, and maybe include a photo of yourself as well. Just because this is here. And this is just a nice way to add, add another section to your email. You'll see there's still a lot of formatting that really needs to be done here, but I think it's nice, you know, to have different sections. So we'll have welcome, we're glad you're here, keep you in the loop. Maybe say you can expect to hear from us. You can expect an email from us every week. And keep it light, and you can even add some humor into it as well. People love a good laugh. So you can expect an email from us every week. That is, unless my kids don't cooperate or something. You know, there are people behind the business, so I always love to encourage people to make sure you're you. This is your business. So we almost have a basic layout of a welcome email. You could also add your social buttons here at the bottom so that people can click on your social buttons. Those can be changed to different styles. So you can see here if I don't want to use the colorful ones. And then, you know, if you want to pull in, if you want to put a quote in from someone, I like to create graphics in a program called Canva. And let me see if I have any in my account. But you may want to pull in like another graphic or two. I also had, so this was a workshop I did for Mailchimp. So you may want to include like something fun people can watch. If you want to see more about me, click on this to watch that video. So I may include that in my welcome email as well. So you can really build an email really quickly. It does not have to be complicated. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click Save and Continue. And you're always welcome to save as a template. So if you want to maybe use this on down the road sometime, you can save the template. So we're going to do Save and Continue. And then it's going to give you kind of a rundown of your email. This is what you have going on. And then you just click Start. And so what's cool about this is anytime someone joins this list, they're now going to get, I'm going to click on campaigns, they're now going to get this welcome email, single welcome email right here, and it says sending. And what's cool is we will be able to see, you know, who's opening, how many people are clicking, and it's just an ongoing email. Okay, so now how do we get people into this automated workflow? So I also wanted to show you guys really quickly how to create a simple landing page to collect these emails so that they can get this welcome email. So as you see, I clicked create and then landing page and collect new subscribers. And then that's going to be the same Emily's email checklist. And we're going to create a very, very quick landing page. So Mailchimp gives you some really great templates here for different landing pages. You can even accept payments through a landing page if you have Square or Stripe. So if you have one product you want to sell, you can create a landing page for that, which is really cool. But for today, I'm just going to click this Grow Your List option. And so I recommend setting a landing page up that you can share with people to collect subscribers. Want to get my weekly newsletter. This is just a very simple landing page, again, that we're going to use. And what I make sure I always do is include the first name field so that we're always capturing that data in case we ever want to use it to target people. Of course, everything here can be totally customized. So here's something, so I'm going to change the background color of this just to make it a little more fun. Want to get my weekly newsletter. Here's a little space where you can put more details about the landing pages. Landing page, sign up below to make to be added to my list or whatever. And get fun email tips every week to your inbox. All right. So you can see I created this in about 2 minutes. I would probably customize it a little bit more and make it look a lot prettier. But there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with these landing pages. One thing I love doing is putting an image background. So if you have a really cool image for the background, you can do that. And then you can make it, you can adjust the transparency, and so that it's just in the background. Just a lot of cool stuff you can do with landing pages. So we have our landing page that's now going to collect people. It's going to put them on my list, and then they're going to get the welcome email right away. So I'm going to save that, and then I'm going to publish this really quick just to show you. I think everything's set. We're going to click publish. And what it does is it gives you a link. So it gives you a link right here. And this link you can share on Facebook. You can share on your Instagram bio. You can share on LinkedIn. And you can just constantly work on growing your list and getting people to sign up. So that's what happens when they click the link. And then the second they hit that subscribe button, they're going to get that welcome email because they're being added to your list. So I hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense for you. So landing page and automated welcome email. That was a very quick. Hold on, I'm going to just stop sharing my screen real quick. That was a very quick rundown of how to do a welcome email and a landing page. So I know that was super fast. So let me know. Let me know if you have questions. The main thing is I want you to just set something up. I want you to have something that welcomes people to your list. Even if you spend 5 minutes doing it today, a welcome email is just a really nice thing to have. Okay, so I am seeing some questions.
Yeah, we do have a lot of questions today. As you mentioned earlier, I just want to kind of say that we'll probably send out some information to everybody. Maybe, we're going to try to put together with Emily a little deeper dive on some things because again, that was kind of quick, and there's a lot of other things you can do with Mailchimp. It's pretty cool. So
yeah, there's so much. Yeah, I could talk for hours about it.
Yeah. So let me ask a quick question here from Benny Lopez, who I know very well. How you doing, Benny? So she's asking about the legal responsibility about unsubscribing. Is there an automated feature to unsubscribe?
Is there an automated feature? So that everything that you're sending out from Mailchimp has a footer with that unsubscribe link. And I don't think I showed you that, but it literally has to be on all your emails, or Mailchimp won't allow you to send it or publish it. So Mailchimp, when you see that footer in your email that they automatically put all this information in, the only two things that are required by law for you to put in your email are an unsubscribe link, and you can word that however you want. You can say, click here to no longer receive my emails, or you can just use the word unsubscribe. There are many creative ways people word it. I always make sure that it's really visible. I hate when people put it so it's like the smallest font ever or smallest size. It's okay if people unsubscribe. You really don't need to have people on your list that don't want to be there. So just make it visible, make sure it's there. So unsubscribe link and your address. Mailchimp requires an actual physical address on your emails. It's part of a can spam law. So you do actually have to have that. And there are, again, creative ways to put that. We usually put at the bottom of our emails, this email was made with love at, and then we put our address. So there are creative ways to do that.
Nice. Hey, Tony, got a question?
Yes, I do. So this comes from Miss Evans. Hi, Miss Evans. She says, so to set up a welcome email, should I have a website first?
That's a great question. You do not need a website at all to set up a welcome email. As you can see, I created a landing page, which is totally free in your Mailchimp. If you sign up for a Mailchimp account today, you can create a landing page for free. And that landing page is kind of like a website. It's a link that someone can go to. It's a one-page. It's like a one-page website almost. So you do not need a website. You can create a landing page to get people to sign up, and then you create your email in your automated email in Mailchimp.
Okay. We had a few questions that popped up when you were creating the welcome email, so I'm going to just push them out there. So Martha asks, what about videos in welcome emails? Do you recommend using them or relying more on text and images?
Yeah, you can absolutely add a video. There's a video block option that you can drag into your email. If you have a nice, and I actually thought about doing this for myself, is recording a video of me talking, saying, hey guys, thank you so much for joining my list. And I actually think that would be a creative thing to put in your welcome email. The thing you have to be careful with video is it may not load for some people if they're out and about and they open email on their phone. You have to be careful with video. I think it's a great thing to add to emails, but just be aware that sometimes it may not load for someone.
Okay, can I keep going, Dave, or do you have a question? Okay,
Yep.
So Howard asks, how do you set up security for these accounts? This is when you were creating the welcome email.
Yeah.
He says, how do you set up security for these accounts as a birth date is legally protected data?
Yeah, that's a great question. So birthday is something they would have to give you. They would have to opt in and provide you that. So on your landing page or on wherever you're collecting signups, whether that's a pop-up on your website or wherever, that would be something like, leave us your birth date and we'll send you a treat once a year or something to your inbox. That is something they would have to provide to you. But you're absolutely allowed to collect that in Mailchimp if they give you that information.
I know you kind of went through the Mailchimp template, but one young lady asked a question about is there a template that you can use to invite people to join her email list?
Yeah, so the landing pages option has several different templates. Mailchimp has several templates you can use for that. I always say just keep it simple. So Mailchimp has made it so that when you press create and you press to create a landing page, they've done a lot of the work for you. So you can choose one of their templates and then you can kind of just play around with the settings and pull in pictures and change font size and colors if you need to. But that's actually a lot of what we do for clients. We design lots of templates and emails for clients. So let me know if you need help.
So Linda, when you were creating the welcome email, she says, thank you for the code. And yes, will you send that to me?
Yes. So I will send you that first name. It's a first name code that if there is no first name in Mailchimp, it will not put like the word test or whatever. You can actually Google FNAME, FNAME merge trick, FNAME merge trick, and you will find that code. It's like a if then code.
Okay. And then let me see here. We have from Hans, he says, is this format universal for mobile and PC devices?
Great question. So a lot of what we do, I'm just going to paste that first name merge trick for you guys in the chat in case you want to copy and paste it real quick. Yeah, so a big part of doing emails is that we have to test them how they look on mobile and on desktop. So Mailchimp has an option when you click preview, you'll see a desktop icon and then you'll see a little mobile phone. You can click mobile and look at the mobile formatting. Usually things are formatted pretty well, between the two, but sometimes you have to make some adjustments in the spacing. So we highly recommend testing and previewing that mobile preview. Mailchimp also has an option. It's called inbox preview, and you can select all these different email. You can select like Outlook or Gmail or Android, all these different email clients, and you can see a preview of what it would look like on each of those different email clients, which is pretty amazing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So Dave, do you have anything, or should I keep going?
So when you what have you found gets the best traction on these welcome emails on the different media outlets that you use? I know a lot of people are using like LinkedIn now. I mean, is that a pretty? I mean, what's your experience? What do you recommend for your
You mean in terms of getting people to sign up?
Right. Yeah.
So it's interesting. I mean, all these channels are important. I think it depends on your business. I actually, like a week ago, I went on Twitter, which I never go on anymore, and I posted a link to my landing page to sign up for my newsletter. And I got a lot of new subscribers from Twitter, which I totally forgot to utilize. So I would say they're all important. I recommend even doing a Facebook ad to lead people to that landing page to get people to sign up. You could put $5 a day on a Facebook ad, and it will get people, with the goal to get people to your landing page and to sign up for your list. It's using ads is a great way to get people to sign up. But yeah, LinkedIn is super important. Instagram, it really depends on your business.
Okay, Tony.
So speaking of landing pages, Judy says, how do you get the landing page on your website?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So a landing page is, you can actually hook up your domain. So your website is www.sbdc whatever. You can connect that to your landing page that you created. It's called a custom domain. There's a little bit of stuff you have to do with your hosting, your web hosting, but you can actually do that through Mailchimp. So you can connect your domain name to your landing page. Other things you can do, if you have a website, you can actually create a landing page in your own website. You don't have to use Mailchimp. So you can create a new page in your website with the sole goal to collect signups. You can put a form in and stuff like that. But that landing page I just created in Mailchimp was actually a Mailchimp. Actually, I'll just show you really quick, just so I don't leave you hanging. But you'll see here this landing page where you see edit URL. So I have here, I actually purchased a domain name through Mailchimp. But you can use a Mailchimp domain, or you can use your own custom domain, which you would connect here. These are two that I own, that I bought. So you can connect your own website to this page. So that now it's going to look like, well, it still says it still says Mailchimp in the address, but ideally you would connect that, with your website. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. Cool.
Okay, so thank you for that. So Ira asked, how do I get Facebook addresses? And do I need to get them to fill out an email form?
Yeah. So that I get that question a lot. That is why, social media, we always say you don't own your social media followers. Like you can't really get their emails. You have to ask for it. You have to post that link to that landing page and ask people to go sign up. You got to get them to opt in. You can't. There's no way that I know of to export email addresses from your Facebook followers. Mark Zuckerberg owns all those emails, but we do not. So that's why it's super important to get people to sign up. You want to capture those emails as much as you can.
Okay. Does he need to get them to fill out an email form or no?
Yeah, so people need to fill out that. You can make it so it's just email and first name, and that's all you have to collect. But the main goal is that you're getting that person to opt in. They have to actually fill in that form.
Thank you. So Terry says, can you create a spreadsheet and upload a database to get an initial universal email?
To get a universal email to get started, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can absolutely import spreadsheets into Mailchimp, or CSV files they let you import, and that's a great way to start. You're not supposed to import people that have not opted in. So they have not, those people that you're importing, they have not signed up for your list. So you have to be really careful doing that. But I always say, like, if they're your close contacts, if they're colleagues, if they're people you know, if they bought tickets to your events or whatever, I think it's fine. But Mailchimp will tell you that everyone on your list needs to opt in. But yeah, I import lots of spreadsheets.
I will just say that, Terry, that's really easy. You just copy and paste your whole list into Mailchimp, and it sorts it out for you. Super easy.
Totally.
And they actually ask a second question. They said, can you give us an estimate on cost for regular emails?
Yeah, an estimate. I'm not sure what you mean. Like in terms of Mailchimp, of what it would cost, or?
So the entire question was, can you upload a database to create a universal email? And then can you give us an estimate on costs for regular emails? So I would assume it was Mailchimp.
Yeah, so Mailchimp has several options. They still have their free plan, so you can sign up today for a free plan and start emailing people. When you have to upgrade is if you want more automations. So I think they give you one welcome automation with the free plan, but there's like a standard plan and another plan above that. So if you want to do more interesting things like A/B testing, so testing what's the best time to email people, then you have to upgrade your plan. And it's very affordable. It's based on how many contacts are on your list. So if you have 500, I think it's like $9.99 a month, but it goes up based on contacts.
Thank you. So Marilyn asks, is it possible to change the name of the URL address that Mailchimp generates to something more catchy for our business?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can really customize where I just showed you where it says edit URL. You can absolutely customize that in any way you'd like. So I think mine said like Emily's email sign up, but I could make that whatever I wanted.
Okay. Last one that I found. So this one is from Morgan. And they ask, much of what you're talking about is transferable to Constant Contact and HubSpot. Yeah. But what about BombBomb? More specifically, what does research say about reader engagement with videos embedded in emails, which actually open in a new window, versus traditional text image emails, if you have that info?
Got it. Yeah, so yeah, all this should translate to other email programs. Constant Contact, there are so many email providers now. I just happen to, I would say all of my clients use Mailchimp, so I'm most familiar with that. In terms of video, clicking and then it going to like YouTube, it's nice when a video plays right in the email and you don't have to do anything. That's why Mailchimp does have that video block that you can pull in. But I think it's, if you want to add a button and say click here to watch a video, that's fine as well. And then what was the last part of the question?
Oh, they just wanted to know if you had any information, like research that kind of says about reader engagement, video versus text, if you have it.
Yeah, there's lots of data and research about that. I'm constantly trying to learn about, what works and doesn't work. I know images are really, really important. People are visual. They want to see pictures and images. So I'm a fan of emails that do have graphics and images in them. But I know many email marketing experts that love like a text only email because it loads quickly. There are no issues with deliverability. Images, you have to be careful because like with video, they may not load. So there's a lot of data. But for me, like I work with a lot of e-commerce clients that sell a product. And so I love designing emails that really like showcase that product. And any of the brands, like if you subscribe to Nike, you're going to get a beautifully designed graphic email. So it kind of depends on your business.
Yeah, I agree with you because videos can go left real quick. So I agree with you.
Totally.
So, Dave, I think that's the last question in our chat.
Okay. Well, I have a question. So Emily, you kind of outlined very nicely about our welcome email. And so if I was to subscribe to your list, I would get one email, which is great. But there's other things that you could do to maybe, expand upon that, right? And you kind of mentioned a little bit earlier on. Can you give another overview of that?
Yeah. So while a welcome email is so important, it's also really important not to just send the welcome email and then just drop off the face of the earth. You want to make sure that you are continuing to engage your subscribers. So that is why we also recommend doing a welcome series of emails, 3 or 4 or even 6 or 7 emails that are spaced out. So you can tell Mailchimp, send this one 2 days after the previous email, and then send the next one 3 days after the previous email. And then let's wait a week and let's send another one. So you have this automated sequence or workflow that runs automatically and is just constantly engaging your subscribers. So we like to do, maybe one email is a story about your business, and then the next email is maybe more about what you're selling or a product. Weaving that in the sequence. But there's so much you can do to set up these kind of longer automated series to really, really keep people engaged.
Nice. Well,
Dave, I'm sorry to interrupt. We just had another question come in. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, sorry. Judy asked, what is the best way to keep your email from going to spam folders?
Oh, that is a big question. That could be an entire session. And I deal with this with all of my clients. There are lots of things you can do. So one of the main things is in Mailchimp, you need to what's called authenticating your domain. And this is different than verifying your domain. So authenticating, you actually put these records into your hosting. So say GoDaddy is your host. You have to add these little codes. It takes 2 minutes. It sounds complicated, but it's not. And it basically tells these senders of your emails that you are a good person and that you're verified and authenticated. So I always recommend doing that. Really watching your subject lines. Certain words they say can trigger spam, like free and percentage, and there are lots of articles out there that talk about trigger words that you may want to stay away from. And also that from name and that from email is really important. So your from email should be from your domain. So www. Whatever your website is, it should be an email associated with that, not a Gmail. And preferably not like a sales at email or a support at email, like an actual person, or a hello at or an info at email. But there are lots of like little things you can do to hopefully stay out of the spam. I also recommend regularly cleaning your email list. So anyone who is not opening your emails, you can actually archive them, and that helps keep your list clean and tells your domain that people are opening your emails, if that makes sense. There's lots of stuff on that.
That was a good question. So Tony, do we have any other questions pop up very quickly?
I think that's it. I just wanted to make sure that everyone knows that we will be sending you a link to the replay, and you will get a copy of the presentation along with that email.
Yeah. I'd also like to tell everybody that's hanging out that on Tuesday, October 20th at 11 a.m. Eastern, Emily's going to come back with us on our Toolkit Tuesday sessions to really walk us through this additional steps that we need to put out an automated series of email and some other things where we're going to drill down into it and really make your email marketing much more successful. So.
Yeah, and please feel free to, I am on Instagram mostly. So if you're on Instagram, please reach out to me. My name on Instagram is Emily Ryan Likes, like likes your photo. Emily Ryan Likes. Feel free to shoot me a message. My website is westfield-creative.com. So you can always contact us through that. And I'm always happy to answer questions that you have.
You all. So you can't get off that easily. Sorry.
Oh,
We had one more question pop up. I'm sorry. They said, can you filter who hasn't opened emails recently?
Yeah. So that's what I was sort of mentioning. You can create, it's so great. You can create a segment in Mailchimp of what they call inactive subscribers. And you can say, create the segment of people who haven't opened an email. You can say the last 20 emails or the last 50 emails or even the last five emails. And then it will automatically create that segment of people, and you can select all, and then you just archive them. If someone hasn't opened an email of yours in 20 email campaigns, they really do not need to be on your list because it's affecting you're affecting your domain score, like sending score that triggers spam. So you want to really remove those inactive people every couple months.
Thank you. And I appreciate you being the trooper and taking on that last question. So thank you.
No worries.
yeah. All right. So Emily, thank you so much. I mean, it's always great when you're on. It's
thank you.
you really are a fountain of knowledge, and I really appreciate everything you do for us. You're great.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so fun for me, so I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, so again, everybody, we're going to sign off here in just a second, but you'll get a copy of the recording here later on today. And we'll send you information for our Toolkit Tuesday, where Emily will come back on the 20th and really walk through some other stuff. So with that, I'd like to say goodbye. Tony, you have a good afternoon. I'll see you around.
Bye. You all have a great afternoon.
Thanks, guys.
Goodbye, everybody. Join us next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.